Alright, what's going on, guys? I am bringing you episode 1 of my new series. I talked about this in either my last video, I don't know, one of my last like 3 videos or something. I talked about it. I was going to do like a comeback series, and this is going to be episode 1. I decided to name it The Comeback is Real. I don't know, I thought it was a pretty decent name. For now, I'll probably keep it like that, and I don't know. If someone tells me like a one that I think is even better, I'll change to that. But for now, I thought this was pretty decent. Just to do the intro episode and everything. So anyways, what you guys are watching right now in the beginning, or what you've just finished watching, it was the time period where we go down. So I wanted to start out, you know, I guess kind of small. So I just started out being down 50 points. Now obviously 50 points, not really that hard to come back when you're down 50 points. But you know, I just wanted an introduction episode. So I thought 50 would be a decent starting place. And the next episode will be down 100. Then I'm going to 150, then 200, then 225, and I haven't decided if I can do anything above 225. I really want to try to do a 249, but I don't know. We'll have to see about that. Basically, so let me kind of just give an overall, you know, description of the series. The point of it is to go into a hardpoint game. I think I'm going to keep it 6v6 hardpoint. I think this is probably the best way to do it, and it's probably. I don't think multi-team would really work out too well once I got to the really high numbers, just because of the dynamic of the 3 teams. I'll talk about that in a second, but I think I'm gonna keep it in 6v6. And basically, what we're doing is we're going in, we're playing with a full party, obviously, because we can't really have a random, you know, who goes to the hill and like sits on or whatever. It wouldn't really work out. So I have to have a full team in whatever playlist I decide to do it in. And what we're doing is we're just, you know, hiding in some room or in the back of the map or whatever, just chilling. And we're letting the enemies get on the hard point for, you know, whatever the limit may be. You know, for this introduction episode, it's going to be 50 points. And once it hits that mark, then we can pretty much just play, do whatever we want, try to come back and win the game. Now, I guess, that's pretty much all I really need to say with regards to how I need to explain the series. It's pretty self-explanatory. You know, in this one, I'm running non-lethals. Some people are running higher streaks, lower streaks. It doesn't really matter for now. I mean, it's only 50 points. It's not really a big deal, but I think, you know, once we get like above 200, I think everyone pretty much needs to run like the low, like anti-type streaks and stuff. Just everything possible to help us get the win. I've actually recorded a bunch of the episodes already. I've actually got them all the way up until 225, so those shall be really interesting. I think probably once it got to about 150. It actually started to become a little bit of a challenge. You know, 50 and 100, they're pretty easy, but 150 and above, they started to get a little bit more challenging, and we also started running into like a little bit of like tryhards and stuff, so that makes it a little more entertaining as well. Now, as far as like my plans with it, I didn't record any of them live. I didn't really like the way it was working out for a live recording. It was just like, I don't know, we were just like fucking around really, because it wasn't really that difficult at first, so I decided I'll just commentate over them and kind of explain what's going on. But I may be able to do like the 249 one live. I don't know about that. We'll probably be like calling out crazy and shit for that, because you can't really fuck around at that point. But one problem I was kind of noticing that we were having is sometimes like the randoms, they don't like to go to the hard point, which I thought was really weird, seeing as that's kind of the point of the whole game. You know what I mean? Like, we're all hiding in the back, yet they're still not going to the hard point, which is really annoying. So one thing we were running into was, you know, once I got to like the 200s, you know, it takes about half the game or so for the randoms to get to the 200 point mark. Because, you know, 200 points, it's only 200 seconds, which is like 3.5 minutes or so. It's really not a big deal. But what would happen was, like, the randoms wouldn't be sitting on it for the whole time. They'd be going around trying to kill us and stuff, and we're not trying to die. Like, you know, we're just trying to hide, you know, let them get the hard point. And what would happen was, you know, they'd finally get to 200, but they'd only be like 2 minutes left in the game, which isn't enough time for us to come back, because, you know, we need at least about 4 minutes or so to come back from a deficit. So what I ended up doing was, I ended up like inviting like someone to come on the other team and just sit on it for us, because like we really tried like 5 games in a row and it was a fail because the randoms, they really weren't sitting on it. So like I just got someone off my friends list to just go to the other team, sit on the hard point for 200 seconds, then leave the game. So that ended up working all right. I think for 249, I'm definitely gonna have to do that as well, because it literally becomes impossible because the randoms, I don't know, they don't like sitting on it. I don't know what's wrong with them. They're weirdos. They don't sit on it, so it's really annoying. But yeah, so I think the 249 would be possible. We have to really get like some fucking randy dandies to do it, because you know, even 1 second on the fucking hill, like, and even like at the point where you know, where they're at 249 and then you gotta go break the hill, like you gotta break it at the perfect time. You know what I mean? Like you can't like delay the break of it or anything, and you gotta get your rotations down perfect or anything, because they literally, you know, they can't even step on it or you lose. So I'm gonna try to do it sometime in the near future here. Probably next weekend or something whenever I get time, but that's pretty much it. I just wanted to kind of, you know, set the introduction for this series, and basically just you guys tell me any improvements or anything else you would like to see with the series, anything you got to say about the series. Just let me know, and I will try to implement it for future episodes. This was just the first one. I wanted to see, you know, how it went down, what people think and stuff. And yeah, so just feel free to leave any comments that you got on how I should do it. And other than that, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are not already. Follow me on Twitter. The link's in the description down below. And other than that, have a good day and peace out. At least Treyarch still putting out shit for the game. That's all that matters.